This is Tofu Ninja, and today I am going to show you how to set up mining quarries and then JPipes. First, you're going to need a mining quarry and some survey charges. On my servers, you can find these in /shop. Mining quarries are under construction, and they are 5,000 apiece. Survey charges are under tools, and they are 200 apiece. Survey charges are researchable. A mining quarry is kind of finicky about where it's placed. It can be difficult if you're in a very hilly area or a place with a lot of rocks. Buildings cannot be too close. You cannot be within building privilege of where you're placing it. So we'll start by throwing a survey charge. On my server, all quarries will give you a little bit of everything. They give you a little metal, stone, sulfur, high qual, and crude oil, since we don't have pump jacks on my server. This one gave us a little bit of extra stone and a little bit of extra metal. That'll be on top of the normal that you would get no matter what. We're in a big wide open area, very easy to place. We'll throw a little low grade and start it. Now that our quarry is set up and running, we can see this is a typical output. It'll have a little extra metal, a little extra stone, because of our hole had that bonus. So let's set up some furnaces. And a refinery. And then I like to use a few boxes to keep everything neat and low to the ground. I'll show you why here in a second. The commands for JPipes are /p /h for help. It gives you a list of all the commands and a short description of what they do. To start making pipes, do /p, and you hit your first container, and I'm going to go straight to this furnace. And you'll see why I like to keep them close to the ground. If you had these going all over like this, it would be annoying to try to get around them. /p R will give you the pipe remover, and it's a toggle, so you have to do it again to turn it back off. Now, the direction you make the pipe is the direction the materials will flow. So if I made the pipe from here to the container on the back of the quarry, it would flow from the box to the quarry, which is not what we want. So we will hit the container in the back of the quarry and then go to the box. And you can hit the top of the JPipe to open a menu. And you can see it's going from the quarry to the box. You can change the direction with this button here as well. Also, you'll notice that you cannot use item filters. That's because it's still twig. And we also have a very slow flow rate, and that is also because it's twig. We'll upgrade it. And now we have a much faster flow rate, and now we have access to the item filters. You would just drag whatever you want to filter in there. So everything from the quarry is going to end up in this box. And I like to separate these out into different boxes here. and then go from these boxes to the furnaces and smelter. I'm going to make this one high qual. This one metal frags. This one will be sulfur. Crude oil. And last is going to be stone. I like to use this box as kind of a collector from everything from the furnaces and the refinery in the end. You'll see how that works out. So now we have them separated out. We need to connect them to our furnaces. I'm just gonna double check, make sure I don't have any stray stuff that doesn't belong. So this first furnace is going to be a high qual furnace. So we'll put a filter. You probably wouldn't need to here since it's filtered in a previous line. I still like to do it though. I'm going to turn on the furnace splitter. And we're going to split to 8 stacks. And we're also going to turn on auto start. This one is our metal. And we're going to put this to 15 stacks. That is the maximum number of stacks you can put in a large furnace. And still have room for everything else. Auto start. This one is for sulfur, and we will do 8 stacks. I'm going to leave auto start on this one off, just so you can see. This is our crude oil. We need this turned into 3 stacks. Okay, so these had a little wood in them. That's why they started right away with the auto start. But if you want auto start to work correctly, these things need to be within TC range. So let's build a TC. We'll build a little base here. So there is the TC. We'll put a little box down to put all of our items in at the end. In the TC we're going to put all of our wood. Now all of these furnaces are in building range. See, it started back up because it's pulling the wood from the TC one at a time. This one did not, because it does not have auto start turned on. Turn on auto start, and the next time any sulfur goes into the furnace, it will start it automatically, which is what it did. So now everything is getting split and put in their place to get smelted. We will collect it all now. This is the box I'm going to use to collect everything. And we need high qual and charcoal from that far furnace. We need metal and charcoal from the middle furnace. And sulfur and charcoal from the last furnace. From the refinery, we'll need low grade and charcoal. Now that we have all the filters in place, it'll only put the refined metals, sulfur, and low grade in this box with the charcoal and the stone. I want my low grade, though, to go into the quarry. So we'll make a pipe from here to the fuel tank for the low grade. There. Now all the low grade will come in here, and we can collect it right out of the fuel tank of the quarry. And for everything else, okay, we're going to send everything over here to this little base. And if we do a Jpipe from this box on the ground to in there, and then try to place our wall, it will not let us. But if we place our wall first, I need wood. We can place our pipe. Now we just need to pipe from over here. I'm going to put filters for everything except for the low grade on here because we want the low grade to go to our quarry. And now everything's filtered into the base. All ready to use. I hope this tutorial helped you, and good luck.